You have to feel, deal, and then heal. Those three things that stuck out with me: feel, deal, and heal. Sometimes you got to go through it to get to the other side. How will you know God? A testimony has to be a test. You have to go through something to understand that He is who He say He is. And I found Him to be exactly who He say He is. So the enemy thinks he has you right where he wants you. God will blind the enemy that he can't even see you get out. Somebody better go ahead and shout right now. Sis, go and take off. Run. Like, run. Listen. When the enemy thinks he has you locked in depression, he has you locked in anxiety, he has you locked in limited belief, he has you locked in a broken heart, the angel of the Lord, when you begin to be obedient, steadfast, staying right there, he said, this does not apply to me. Click, click. Open up the door. Y'all come out and do what's called to do. He blinded the enemy that they couldn't even see flesh and blood walk right in front of them. Who not serving this type of God? Like, I'm going to tell somebody right now, you keep praying the way you're praying and committed to God the way you're committed to God, and fasting how you're fasting and not leaving the throne. God is going to bring you out that hell that the enemy was sent to destroy you. He will come and get you and say early dismissal. This was meant to destroy you. It was really meant to kill you. He wanted to go from years and years, so it will cripple the way you parent. It will cripple the way you show up in your marriage. It will cripple the way in your belief and your faith in God, that this prison was meant to be everlasting until you leave this earth. But the angel of the Lord said, I see you. You do not be long hair. I'm coming to get you out. You have some people that you are assigned to that is depending upon you to not get discouraged by the enemy. It does not pull you away from what God has called you to do. You may have children, young children, that need you to keep pressing forward, that need you to keep trusting in God so that you can get on the underside. It may be hard sometimes, and you may be like, it's hard sometimes for me to even get out the bed, but you got these people that God had trusted you with, that gave you to steward over, that He's saying, I'm going to pull you up so that you can bless them. The enemy does not mess with you unless you have direction, unless you're going where you're supposed to go. He's intimidated by anybody that calls on the name of Jesus because he knows that name is powerful. We cannot forget to name drop while we're going through. It shifts the atmosphere. You can't see it with your natural eyes, but in the spiritual realms, you have angels that's warring on your behalf, that literally begins to do things that you cannot do in your own strength when you call on his name. What prison have you found yourself in that has kept you behind the walls, that has kept you bound up, that's literally like trying to be like they did Peter and John and lock you up? But I want to encourage somebody on tonight. There's the angel of the Lord that is ready to come and find you, that is saying, I see your loyalty. I see how you're committed. I see that you won't leave me even when times get rough. You won't turn to the left. You won't turn to the right. You won't use situations. You won't use people. You won't use supplements to try to numb and try to get away. You won't get distractions. You will get in that word and say, God, if you are who you say you are, you're going to have to come find me and rescue my heart. I know that's what I did when I said, you're going to have to prove yourself to me, because you know in no way in the world I was ready to face this. But he said, I got you, because you have not left me. You stayed right there.